What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Dyer for President back again with another video for you guys, bro. I'm so tired, bro. But anyways, today we are reacting to the girls are selling themselves. Yo, you guys, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Stephanie Lang or Lange or whatever her name is said it, not me. But let's see what she has to say about the girls. Bro. Let's see what she has to say about the girls selling themselves, bro.
Is happening to the girls. Something strange. Let's play a little spot the difference. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? These are all girls. All females. Nothing has changed in our biology as far as I'm aware, and yet females as a whole are mutating. Not that long ago, this was the average woman. When she presented herself to the outside world, she ensured that she was fully clothed.
Let me be real, man. Society has changed a lot, you know. And to be honest, I don't think that we're going back. Let me not even lie. I'm not, like I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. And when people bring up this argument, the only thing I say is that like when women dress all promiscuous and everything, guys actually end up being drawn to them. Of course, they only want one thing, which is to fuck. But then at the end of the day, like for the most part, it works. But let's see.
Modestly dressed, flattering makeup, self-respect was the currency of the time. And this was considered overtly sexy. And yet, she's still fully clothed. Rather demure by our current day standards, not a hint of butt cheek or fanny flap in sight. And now, this is what we're expected to think is normal for our girls. Boobs out, bums out, wearing less clothes than some people's dogs, who, by the way, are already wearing fur coats. The dogs are more modest than us. And I'm genuinely sat here asking the question, how do we go from this to this in just a few short decades?
Damn.
Where did it all go so wrong or so right? Depending on your perspective. Where once girls were encouraged to be pious and self-respecting and even showing your ankles was risque, we're now being encouraged to degrade ourselves, do anything and everything in order to appeal to the male gaze. And nothing is too far and nothing is off limits.
I think that like, when like feminism opened a lot of doors for a lot of things. Feminism opened the doors for women to get jobs, to work, and ultimately to be treated, equal to men. That's what feminism did. And to be honest, I'm all for feminism. Cool, do your thing. Sexual liber Sexual liberty comes with feminism. So like it also becomes the idea of whatever a man can do, a woman can do as well. So if women start, like how do I put it? Men are more sexually driven than women and everything. And truth be told, women want to have sex. But back then, it was like, oh no, if you want to have sex, you're seen as dirty. Men won't love you, blah blah blah. But then now in 2026, women are like, fuck that bullshit. If I want to, go around and sleep with different men, then it's cool. Liberation. Sorry guys, I'm stammering. But now that that's a whole thing, you know, I don't know, bro. Things are just very different. Do I care? Not really. Like if you want to, for me, for men and women, if you want to fuck 1,000 people, go and fuck 1,000 people, you know. But if you end up catching an STD or no one wants to marry you, that's your business. It's ultimately it's not none of my business, bro.
I'm trying to be the first person to be with 1,000 guys in.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy how I just said that shit. But literally, like that's her business. That has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me.
24 hours.
What was once seen as humiliating and a lack of self-respect is now seen as normal. From pop stars twerking on stage and prancing around in loincloths and unitards like it's their collective uniform, to the hordes of women joining OnlyFans in the hope of making it big.
But at the same time, you know what's crazy? Men endorse this shit by paying for it. Like people pay. Sex work is work. And man, some people might watch me and be like, "Oh, what the fuck is he saying? He's wrong." As much as people judge them, like people still be watching porn, people still be paying for OnlyFans, and men will still come and say, yeah, no, they're whores, they're this, they're that, but they're like, we're the ones that are endorsing it. So, I don't say anything anymore. I just say whatever.
Girls are selling themselves, and we need to ask why. How have we, as powerful women with brains and beauty and the ability to literally create brand new human beings from scratch without even technically knowing how to do it, been demoted to little more than props for men? I have spent an obscenely long time researching and working on this video, and I created knowing full well that the YouTube overlords will not like it, will likely wipe it from your algorithm like it never existed. So please, in the limited time that this video is live, watch it, like it, before the YouTube gods take it down. Does this give anyone else
Don't worry, boo. These YouTube gods are not taking nothing down.
a strange feeling? Like something really weird is happening to the female population, and it's not a good weird. Like we're heading down this really slippery slope, and if we don't hit the pause button pretty damn soon, we're gonna hit the bottom with a crash. Now, I'm not conservative. One look at my Instagram will tell you that much. I love feeling sexy. I wear whatever I want. I do whatever I want. I am all for female empowerment, but this is not feeling like female empowerment to me. This feels like female enslavement, where once it was the women who were living a life of poverty who were forced to sell themselves, dress in rags that barely preserve their modesty, or do things that they
You know what's crazy? I hear what she's saying, but then when it comes to like lust, and she's like, oh, that looks like female enslavement, bro. When it comes to lust and chasing women and things like that, I'm the one that feels like the slave, bro. I'm the one that feels like I'm the one that's suffering. I'm the one that's like, oh gosh. Like anytime I see a girl on Instagram, I'm like, fuck that, yo. Like I wish, like, and sometimes, I'm not even gonna cap. Sometimes, I can slide into the DMs, get left undelivered, and it doesn't feel good. No more of that in 2026, though. In 2026, I've changed. But then things like that would happen, and, I'm just like, damn, like, why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this? I don't know, but I mean, I guess I get where she's coming from.
would never willingly choose to do in order to stay alive. Sex work was usually an act of desperation. Sell yourself or die. Now, it's not just the girls who are struggling financially who are being forced to sell their bodies. It's starting at the top. The women who earn more in one day than most of their fellow females will see in a lifetime. Successful women who, by all accounts, shouldn't ever feel the necessity to sell themselves in exchange for money are in actual fact doing just that. The commodification of girls' bodies isn't starting at the bottom. It's starting at the top. Look at the musical icons of our current generation. Girls like Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande all started out their careers squeaky clean. Some were Disney stars, some were
Oh, wow, that's true. That's facts. They were Disney stars. They were cutie patooties. But now everyone is just a sex symbol.
focusing on their acting and dancing, writing sweet songs about the boy next door, or having fun with their friends. In theory, this kind of music should be a hit with the girls, right? I mean, we all have friends, we've all been in love, we can relate. Throw in some catchy tunes and some duplicable dance moves. It's a recipe for success.
Yes! I mean, no!
Sure, they all started like this and then realized they were getting precisely nowhere with that approach. So what happens? These girls fell further and further into the seedy depths of the music industry and became what you see now. Manufactured, highly sexualized pop stars that are more like strippers than musicians. If I seem bothered, it's because I am. I am not nonchalant. I am not unbothered. I went to music college. I wanted to be in that industry. But my favorite genre is rock, which is mostly dominated by fully clothed males who are praised for their lyrical genius and riveting guitar riffs like every musician should be, right? And yet, when it comes to the female musicians, whose, let's be real, demographic is largely other women, are expected to dress in as little clothing as is legally possible.
Unfortunately, for some reason, that's what sells. Like, not even for some reason, like, you can make a shit ton of money off, like, the lust of men, you know. When I think back to, like, my university days, I think about how much money I spent on, like, going out and drinking and girls and dates. And in my mind, I'm like, wow, bro, you know, they, like, you can make a lot of money off the lust of men. So if someone like, you know, maybe Ice Spice throws a concert and she's shaking ass and you see a shit ton of guys there, you know, it's because, you know, sex ultimately sells. It really does.
Whilst gyrating on stage, miming.
In fact, this might be crazy, but this is not even a crazy take. I think that's so true. the main reason why lots of guys do what they do is to have sex with women, bro. Finding that six-figure job, getting in shape, eating healthy, doing all these things, it's just because guys want to have sex with women. So I'm not even surprised.
Into a microphone because they can't possibly sing and dance like this at the same time. And humping blow-up fingers. For who? Not me. Is this what other girls want to see? These performances, if you can even call them that, are for the male gaze. It's not new, but it is getting worse. Britney Spears in the 90s, I mean, she had all us little girls dressing and dancing in ways that no little girl should be dressing or...
But it's crazy how, like, she's actually admitting that this is for the male gaze. Like, this is for men. Isn't that so interesting? Because most women would never, ever say that, like, it's for men. They would never, ever say that it's for men. That's so interesting.
Dancing. Before her, we have Madonna, who by all accounts was a trailblazer in the act of self-reinvention, but always with a common theme. Sex. Because as we all know, sex sells. But, as Madonna discovered...
What did I just say? Sex sells, bro.
Sex only sells for so long. And then instead of being young and hot, you become sad and desperate. You find yourself having to rely on things like actual talent and performance skills. And if you've been coasting along on the wave of sex sells, you're gonna be screwed. Now we have the likes of Chloe Bailey, Madison Beer, Tate McRae, Olivia Rodrigo, Addison Rae. When I was doing the research for this video, I got so creeped out. I was like, this is like seeing the same girl in slightly different versions over and over and over again. They're like clones. And honestly, it's kind of embarrassing at this point. And I'm not saying this because I'm cranky or judging the girls themselves. I know it probably sounds like that, but that's not what this is. These girls are just products of their environment. They likely don't get much of a say in the matter. It's their bosses, the big boys at the top, who I take umbrage with. Look at Sabrina Carpenter's recent album cover. She's on her...
Damn. Whoa. That is not good. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, when it comes to talking on women, like, I don't really like saying too much, but, I don't know about this.
Her knees being grabbed by the hair by a man, it's a little bit degrading. And I know the idea is to shock people and therefore generate more album sales and more attention and more fame and money. But it's just not really that shocking anymore. It's getting a bit old. And what's even stranger to me is that girls like Hailey Bieber and Kylie Jenner, billionaires in their own rights, successful enough that they never need to work another single day for the rest of their lives, are selling themselves. Half nude, suggestive poses for what? Not their female fans. I mean, if you have a flick through the comments under these pictures, you'll see pretty quickly that the girls are confused. They're bored. What exactly are you selling, Hailey? Oh wow, she's naked again. This is so sad. Get dressed, woman. Why is she naked all the time? Good question.
Wow, interesting. Girls are actually calling them out. Wow.
Perhaps it's for validation. Perhaps it's to sell more Rhode products. Although why other females would want to purchase more Rhode products just because Hailey Bieber was posing half nude? It's perplexing. Is it for the male gaze? I mean, Hailey Bieber is literally married. Kylie Jenner's in a long-term relationship. Which begs the question, why is every single woman in the public eye expected to sexualize herself, sell herself, commodify herself and her body as the product?
I just find it mind-blowing.
But let's pull it back for a second. Using sex to sell is nothing new. A quick flick back through the archives of humankind will show you this. But the annoying thing is, this whole sex sells message is always at the expense of the woman. Now, I am a bit of a prude, but
oh my god, bro. Wow. What was that?
I'm a contradict is always at the expense of the woman.
Damn, bro. That is an insane picture. It's nice to have a girl around the house. Blow in her face, she'll follow you. Yo.
Now, I am a bit of a prude, but I'm a contradictory prude in that I am all for women harnessing their sexuality. I love that for you. Love that for them. Love that for me. But it's female empowerment that I support. What I cannot bring myself to support is female subordination. The sheer amount of women literally...
Bro, started an OnlyFans within the first 2 weeks, hit top 19% of creator, made rent in 2 days. When a 45-year-old thinks about joining OnlyFans, me turning 18 and considering making a... Wow.
selling themselves on platforms such as OnlyFans is startling. There are, according to Google, up to 3.5 million women on OnlyFans right now, and as you can probably imagine, women make up the majority of the platform's content creators. Now,
Wow. You guys, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how, like, there's a chance that you might marry an OnlyFans model? Like, like, I don't even know what to say.
I have already done a deep dive video on OnlyFans that was properly demonetized and wiped off the face of YouTube. Love that for me. It's hard to find it, but if you scroll through the videos on my channel, you might get lucky. But what really angers me as a fellow female, as your sister, is that OnlyFans is marketed towards women as being empowering, using silly men's desires as a way to make money. Sure, we're all posting half-nude bikini pictures on Instagram anyway, we may as well make money from it, right? It's a no-brainer. No.
Empowerment is their whole selling point, you know? It's, well, take the power back because men are gonna sexualize you anyways, so you might as well get paid for it. It's just a lie. It's a marketing tactic. There's nothing safe and empowering about it.
A quick Google and just a small degree of common sense and critical thinking will show you that the average female content creator on OnlyFans makes less than $150 per month.
Damn. That's not enough, fool. That's not enough. That is not enough.
You'd make more money on the dole, on benefits, working a minimum wage job.
OnlyFans specifically is so sick because it's very deceiving. Oh, like, this is so empowering for women and they're making money. Actually, the average OnlyFans creator, do you know how much money they make a month? It's like $180.
Wow.
It's like nothing. So you're selling your body, you're ruining your life for $180 a month for a man to pay $5 a month to see.
We've been sold this idea that selling yourself is no longer degrading and demeaning, but glamorous and luxurious.
You're a feminist doing a dance that's empowering, yet you're relying on creepy, disgusting men who think you are disgusting and trash to ironically pay your bills, which is probably the most degrading thing in the entire world.
We've got OnlyFans creators flaunting their lavish lifestyles on TikTok and Instagram. I mean, people like Sophie Rain, who allegedly earned $95 million in 2 years from OnlyFans alone. What?
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Sophie, I just need to know, like, how much are you making a month?
I don't know if I don't really want to hurt your feelings. I just don't.
Hurt my feelings? What do you mean?
I don't want to say.
You don't have to say, just show me.
Yeah.
Okay. $4 million? $4 million in a month?
Sophie,
In a month is crazy.
for the record, also claims that she is a virgin and does not do explicit content.
Want people to, because I'm a virgin.
Whatever you say, babe. The allure of posting bikini videos and dancing around in your PJs on OnlyFans with a bunch of fellow creators and earning $95 million for your efforts is very, very appealing. Camila Araujo, is that how you pronounce that, earns around $2 million per month from her OnlyFans account.
How much are you making monthly on OF?
At one point, it was like 2.5, dips down to 2, back up to 2.1, 1.9 million.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Which she promotes through her TikTok and Instagram, driving flashy cars, flying private jets. Porn work, which is technically what this is at the end of the day, is no longer seen as like humiliating or desperate. Now it's luxurious. It's aspirational. Then there's the influencer to corn worker pipeline, popularized by the likes of Tana Mungo, who apparently earns millions per month for posting content that she can't post to YouTube or TikTok. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I assume you don't talk about the money.
I have a lot.
Oh, how much do you make a month?
I told you I kind of have been putting it on the back burner as of late, but I'm about to
What's a good
re-sled
month?
it out again. A
If
good
I'm-
month would be
yeah.
$1 million.
$1 million a month, bro. 1M a month.
Holy shit. And I'm in the wrong line of business.
To Gabby Epstein with her 3.7 million followers, who started out posting really cute bikini pictures with her great big smile and happy-go-lucky attitude, who then moved from Australia to LA and now sells naughty content on OnlyFans. I'm actually considering making a full video on the influencer to OnlyFans pipeline. Would you guys watch it if I made it?
That be something you'd be interested in?
If you
That would be very interesting. Drop the video.
are selling your body to satisfy someone else's desire, you are the product.
I'm really focused on OnlyFans because it's my creative direction and what I want to do. And I now am the boss. I am the boss.
That woman is not
not a boss. She's actually a slave to our society, which tells women that the greatest thing they could do with their life is take their clothes off. OnlyFans, where women sell their bodies and sell sex as their career, is not empowering. It is dehumanizing, objectifying, and leads to massive mental health disasters.
The majority of these women end up joining up, selling their dignity and self-respect for pittance in return. And once you've given up your self-respect and dignity, it's very, very hard to get it back.
Here's why starting OnlyFans was the worst decision I made in my life. I did not realize that I was literally selling parts of my soul and the money could have never made it worth it. It brought me into way darker places than I ever could have imagined, and I never want to go back there.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Could go back in time.
Wow.
To who I was before I started doing all that stuff and just tell myself that the money is not worth it. Keep your happiness. I just hope I can save even just one girl from going through the pain and the trauma that I am now going through because I subjected myself to that.
Back in the day, one surefire way to avoid the trap of corn work or sexual exploitation was to ensure that you and your daughters got a really good education. Go to school, go to college, go to university, get a degree, get a job. Encourage the girlies to use their brains to make money instead of their body parts. But now we have highly educated females quitting their jobs, quitting their courses in order to stop using their brains and sell their bodies instead.
What, so you was at uni getting a law degree and then did you get onto OnlyFans and you was that successful and you were like, I'm going to leave to pursue this?
Yeah, because I was doing both for like probably like 8 months or so, and it was just like earnings were going up and up and up, and then I think like I reached like $30K a month, like dollars.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I at uni?
Yeah.
I was like,
30K a month in only 30K a month for making OnlyFans content is crazy. Anything above like $5,000 a month, in my opinion, is crazy.
actually, like, there's no point going back. What's the point of having, like, a whole degree and then, like, a whole job?
Joining a platform like OnlyFans is now seen as a smart choice over getting an education or a well-paid job. It's seen as the new path to financial freedom. Sign up for a year, make millions, then invest in property or business, and get off the platform. It's sharp. It's a career path in itself.
I've dropped out of my PhD. Although my OnlyFans has been a side project while I pursued my PhD, I've been able to make over $1 million. I bought myself a car, and thankfully I avoided taking out any student loans. Now I have an investment portfolio, and I'm planning on buying my own house soon.
These are hyper-intelligent women, well-educated women, already very well-paid women, giving up their legitimate careers in order to join the masses partaking in corn work. Why the fuck would they want to do that? Well, because in some ways, it makes a lot of sense. After all, you don't end up with a huge student loan debt if you're an OnlyFans creator. You don't have to spend years of your life studying to then go and work a 9-to-5 that you may or may not like, when you can instead post a few images and videos of you sucking lollipops or showing off your nude feet online and make a fortune.
So you are a licensed attorney. However, you don't practice because you do dance.
Yeah, so I quit my job at my firm last April, I want to say, so I could focus on my OnlyFans career. And I'm very happy with that decision.
What's the kind of money, comparatively speaking, that you're making compared to being an attorney?
So attorneys like 6 figures a year, OnlyFans is 6 figures a month. So
yay! 6 figures a month. Yay!
Quite a difference.
You make 6 figures a month?
Yes.
You're self-described 304 lawyer, and you also said I was just too sexy to be a lawyer.
True.
In your bio.
I have huge natural G cups, so what was I supposed to do? Much more profitable.
It's not that women who choose to partake in corn work or sex work are any less intelligent, beautiful, or valuable. The fact of the matter is, our society is setting up women to fail. Instead of encouraging females to use their brains and intelligence and determination to find success and financial freedom in life, we're making it as hard as possible. Have kids. 2.5. Keep your house clean. Submit to your husband. Find a husband to begin with. Make sure you work that 9-to-5. Do all the things. Do them well. Don't let yourself go. It's too bloody much. Is it any wonder that most women feel burnt out and stressed to the max? And then you have society offering them an olive branch. Here you go. Here's OnlyFans. Here you go. Here's a rich older man. You don't need to work or trouble yourself with thinking. You have boobs and a bum and a foof and feet. Use them instead and you can live a life of ease and luxury. Or at least, that's what they want you to think.
I need to get off social media, bro. I really need to. I need to just actually like do my YouTube work and just like be doing something else, bro.
The reality, however, is quite different. very rich men.
Yachting is used to describe the practice of being paid to spend time and be pictured with wealthy clients, often aboard mega yachts. It is considered a popular formula for it girls and rising stars to raise their profile, but it has a murky underbelly of sexual exploitation, coercion, and trafficking. I can definitely say I've probably seen this in my life.
Girl, do you want me to tell you them Dubai stories? What? So I had like a stripper friend. She would always go to Dubai. I said, let me come to Dubai with you. She was like, I gotta be honest with you. She was like, I get on and pissed on.
Damn.
For like 20, 30K.
20, 30K.
By different men. And different men do it, like, at one time.
No.
And then she would say it would be like a row of them. And it would be all of them doing it.
What?
It was like, she explained it to me, and that's why she would be on private jets.
Or the girls who find themselves a very rich, much older man who offers to pay them for their time, company, and body.
Damn, bro. Everybody has a price. Everybody has a price. Everybody has a price.
Hi, what do you do and how much do you make?
I'm a sugar baby at the moment, and I'm not going to disclose how much I make, but it's good.
Do you get like a weekly retainer or what's the goal?
Well, yeah, it kind of was like an allowance, but now he kind of just drops off cash or stuff whenever I need it, which is really good. I broke up with my ex and I was working in hospitality and I didn't want to go back to work under someone else and I wanted to work for myself.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully killing it even more, not having to work, because this is technically work, but it's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully just doing this, killing it even more.
My name's Ava. I'm a college student, and I guess you could say I'm a sugar baby as my job.
If girls and your friends are sleeping with guys, can you make more money that way?
I think so. I think it would be so easy. There's all different kinds.
Girls live in a different reality than men. I always have to remind myself that the way they actually see life is not the way we see life at all.
The ways of being a sugar baby, like, it can be sex work if you make it sex work.
Either way, it's the same conclusion. We're living in a society where females are being relegated to nothing more than our physicality, our sexuality. How can we better serve males? It's starting at the top and trickling down like a seedy waterfall of degradation. You have little girls playing with dolls that look like escorts themselves, with names like Crystalicious Yasmin, and these dolls...
Crystalicious Yasmin is insane! For a Barbie doll is insane.
Were created by, you guessed it, men. Are you seeing a pattern here? Because I am. We are being set up to fail, and we're allowing it. Now, I know I'm gonna have the inevitable comments down below like, Stephanie, you're not a girl's girl. Stop hating on other women. Blah, 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 blah. Save it. I don't judge the girls. I judge where we're heading as a collective, as a society. The females have become so hypersexualized that it's just seen as normal now. Where once we were encouraged to wait for marriage, wear modest clothing. Now we're encouraged to literally sell ourselves and our bodies like we're a product to the highest bidder. And as a female myself, I do find it to be a little bit concerning. It's not the girls themselves that I'm annoyed at. I'm personally more annoyed at the fact that I feel like women as a whole have a lot more to offer the world than just our bodies or our vagina.
I agree.
Or our buttholes. Believe it or not, we do have brains, we do have talent, we do have determination, we do have creativity. So why are we being demoted to simply being symbols of sex? I feel like we're heading down this dark path of self-abandonment. Furthermore, why are we raising young women to think that the only thing they have of value is their sexuality? I, for one, think that we need to reclaim our bodies and stop allowing ourselves to be used as products for someone else's gratification. Stop selling ourselves as a commodity and take our power back.
Hey you guys, that's the video. I think that she did an amazing job breaking the whole thing down. When it comes to OnlyFans culture, you know, like I said, it's men that are paying for OnlyFans. You know, society is normalizing it. I remember when I first heard of OnlyFans, I was like, what the fuck? And then I think this was in 2020 or 2021. Now it's 2026, bro. And you know, I know people personally that do OnlyFans, and I'm like, well, you know, your hustle is your hustle. You know, they always say don't speak on women's business. So, you know, I try my best to keep my mouth shut. But anyways, you guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm coming through every single day.